Please welcome the Rothschilds, the richest family in history who financed the outbreak of World War I. Kidding apart. The Middle East is home to some of the richest people in the world today, whose wealth is actually considerably greater than of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, according to numerous reliable financial experts, reputable journalists, and not just conspiracy theorists. Then there are those who contend that the richest family in history is a certain European family. They're obviously referring to the Rothschilds, a Jewish banking family that dates back to the 1700s and formerly held over 50% of the world's wealth. Consider them to be the Raj Seth family, but on a global scale. Right this moment, the Rothschild family is a veritable goldmine of conspiracy theories. Even if one rejects these claims, some of the living Rothschild family descendants are among the wealthiest individuals in Europe. Nevertheless, virtually little is known about these individuals. The family is reportedly worth 500 trillion right now. Literally right now. Here are a few extraordinary tales about the family that have circulated for decades, even centuries, with some sound fascinating facts. Therefore, those who studied economics are familiar with the fundamental ideas behind the production of money and the functions played by banks during the process. While it's thought that it was started by the Rothschild family, they were the first to invest a percentage of the bank deposits towards colonial government projects funded by the international community. They were able to obtain large and significant returns as a result. Today, banks all around the world employ this concept. This is essentially how the financial system operates, and by extension, how the economy functions. Let's now talk about the Rothschild family. The Rothschild family, eh? Oh yes, the Rothschild family. They hold, and I mean they hold a lot. They're a group of 5 boys and their dad who established a banking empire in the 1800s. Now they have 400 billion combined net worth. The Rothschild is one of the richest families in the world. In history, actually, they've amassed considerable power. However, others claim that today they are less dominant than in the past eras. The Rothschild family hails from Frankfurt, Germany, and has Jewish roots. The family built up a powerful presence in key cities. That includes London, France, Vienna, and Naples, as part of an international banking empire. The Rothschild have gained noble status in the Roman Empire and the United Kingdom since becoming well known. The Rothschild family held the largest private fortune in the world at its height in the 19th century. When inflation was taken into consideration, this record-breaking private fortune has not yet been surpassed. The Rothschild fortune had decreased by the 20th century and was split among the numerous descendants of the family. With extensive interest in mining, financial services, state development, agriculture, wine, and philanthropy, the Rothschild family is still very active in business today. European histories are impacted just because of them. Isaac Elchanan Rothschild, who was born in 1577 as the family's first known ancestor, though the Rothschild undoubtedly go back much further. The name Rothschild is an allusion to the family's first residence in Frankfurt and roughly translates to Red Shield. The family was not well known internationally for the following 200 years. When Mayer Amschel Rothschild was born in 1744, everything changed. The Prince of Hesse was a customer of Mayer's father, a money changer who laid the foundation for the family's future ties to the royal family. In a Jewish neighborhood of Frankfurt, Mayer founded a banking company, and he later extended his influence to the other European cities. He appointed one of his sons as the main overseer for each of his 5 major financial centers. The 5 arrows on the Rothschild coat of arms, each signifying one of Mayer's sons at a different Rothschild dynasty. The Rothschild built a massive global financial empire, but they were satisfied to live a quiet life in the shadows. About the early activities of this family, little is known now. The Rothschilds were immune to attacks because their power was based on financial holdings rather than empires or regal titles. Mayer's sons significantly boosted the family's, wealth. These included Amschel Mayer Rothschild in Frankfurt, Karl Mayer von Roth in Naples, James Mayer de Rothschild in Paris, Nathan Mayer Rothschild in London, and James Mayer de Rothschild in Paris. Solomon Mayer Rothschild was also in charge of business in Vienna. It was important to Mayer Rothschild to keep everything in the family. First and distant cousin weddings were arranged to keep the lineage pure and away from outside influences. The fact that the only Rothschild were in charge of their global banking system also made sure the vast majority of people were completely unaware of the extent of their genuine wealth. In spite of this, Mayer's descendants started being married outside of the family at the end of 19th century. Most of them ended up connected to the royal families. Early in the 19th century, during the Napoleonic Wars, a significant turning point occurred. Although it has been asserted that Nathan Mayer was solely responsible for the London stock market fall by disseminating false information that the British have lost the War of Waterloo, the majority of mainstream academics concurred that this is untrue. However, it is true that Nathan Mayer, who gave the British Army a tremendous amount of finance, made a fortune after the war. The Rothschilds have adopted a far less dominant stance when it comes to global banking and finance in the modern era. Today, they are considerably less likely to participate in extravagant displays of wealth since they have given many of their estates and works of art to the public. The Rothschild Group is the family's primary commercial enterprise. The organization has global authority over a variety of Rothschild financial institutions. The real estate owned by the wealthiest family? In 2001, one of the Rothschild residences was put up for sale for $85 million. At the time, that was the most expensive home ever. The 9,000 square foot residence is situated in London's Kensington Palace Gardens and is made completely from marble. Additionally, the building has a 20-car underground parking garage. Now discuss prominent Rothschild family members. Many notable Rothschilds are still living today. One of them is an environmentalist and a multimillionaire, David Mayer de Rothschild. Additionally, there is Hannah Mary Rothschild, and, well, she's a documentarian. The co-chairman of the $20 billion hedge fund Atticus Capital is Nathaniel Philip Rothschild. James Rothschild is one name you may be familiar with. He wed Nikki Hilton in 2015. The Rothschilds were finally accorded great honor. A Rothschild was the first Jew to be elected to the British Parliament, and yet another was the first to be promoted to the British peerage. Mayer's 5 sons were appointed barons of the Austrian Empire. At the last head of the family's British branch has long been regarded as the de facto leader of British Jewry. After the Nazis seized the Austrian house, members of the British and French families, the only ones still involved in banking, made a name for themselves as scientists and frequently as philanthropists. The Vinery Mountain Baron Rothschild's Philip de Rothschild rose to prominence as a winemaker. After nearly 2 centuries, the Rothschild family business was reunited in 2003 to 2008 with the merger of the British and French houses. That was all about the Rothschilds, so this family is also considered the richest one. For more amazing videos, stay connected with us. We appreciate you watching our videos. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button so you can get notified whenever we upload new videos. See you later. Bye-bye.